Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since we've done this outside of my truck. The winters in Wisconsin have been extremely cold, so I haven't been able to get out here to show you my hauls from the back end of my truck. If you haven't been to my channel before, I'm Sonnet with Sonnet's Garden Blooms, and I want to thank you all for stopping by. I have some items that I'm going to show. I did 2 pickings at the bins, picking off the curb, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I got off of Marketplace for free. Thanks to my cousin. He's always on the lookout for me, so I'm going to show you those right now. So here's a peek of what I got off of Marketplace. I ended up getting this French door, and typically when they post stuff out there, it goes right away. So my cousin tagged me, so and the wind's picking up here, so I got that. And then I ended up getting this one too. I am going to use these in my display at Antique Acres, so I'm super excited. I think I'm going to do something real fun with the glass and paint it up real cool and have it for sale. So those are 2 freebies off of Marketplace that I found. So what did you guys think? Did you love those doors? I think they're going to be so cool, and wait till you see what I do with them. I think they're going to help enhance my display over at Antique Acres, so that is extremely exciting. But let me get started. I went to the bins twice. Both of them were really like impromptu pop-ins. I was over in that area and I just decided to stop in. The last when I stopped in, I think it was Wednesday, I was just like, I need some thrifting therapy. So I popped in and I'm walking along, and there was a guy at a bin, and I saw a red book, and actually this red book, I have to show you. So I just saw this like in the bin, and there were a book at the bins. So I grabbed it, and then he said something to me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what did you say? And he goes, I thought the rule was only 1 person to a bin. And I'm like, oh, I don't come here a lot. I didn't know about that rule. Sorry. And I took the book and I kept on. Well, then later on, when I ran back into him, I realized he was looking for a book. So that's really why he got mad at me, because I took his dollar book. So I actually kind of felt bad, but oh well. So let's go ahead and get started. And then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna show you the rest of the stuff that I picked out of the garbage as well. So I found this, and when I calculated everything out, it was like $1, basically $1 an item is what I paid for everything. So I thought that was a pretty good price. So initially this looks like it was $8 at the Goodwill. Well, look at that, an $8 tag and then a $13 tag. So which was it? But I thought this was cool because I ended up finding at a local store these like lights that kind of hang, and I'm going to use them in one of my booths just to add some lighting, and I thought this would be kind of fun even to have one of those lights hanging in it as well. So I grabbed that, and then I found 2 of these, and this one looks like it might have been $3 at a rummage sale. I don't know, but I'm always looking for these, and I have an idea for a display that I'm going to do with all the cloches and like pie covers and things like that. So I grabbed those, and I found this too. And actually my vision for this item was, I realized you could take it apart, so I'm going to take all of it apart, and then it's kind of dusty, but I'm going to decoupage some paper on each of the levels. I actually like how dark the wood is. I think it's kind of cool. So I think if I lighten up and decoupage, I found some really cool decoupage paper, so I'm going to do that for that. Found this real fun pillow. I'm going to take the pillowcase off, and I'm going to wash it. It did get a little dirty from being in the bins, but it is down, so I was real excited about that. I am going to show you this, if you guys have been following along, and how I've been looking for chairs and how I passed them up. There was some at Goodwill and I missed out on. I ended up finding 6 of these chairs, and they're really sturdy. They look a little worn, but I am going to do a painting technique on them, and I'm going to use like bohemian blue, and then I'm going to try to blend some other real fun colors. I figure they're free, a great time to try a new painting technique, and so I'll probably have a future, well, I know I will have a future video on the painting technique that I plan on doing with those. So that was that. I thought this was cute for those who actually enjoy ironing, not me, but I just thought this was kind of fun. Thought I could, you know, fix her up, make it look real cute. And I found a couple wood bowls, so I plan on doing some fun stuff with the wood bowls for Antique Acres. So I was pretty excited about those too. And then I found, you guys know how much I love like the old cutting boards. So I found these two on the one day. So I was like, woohoo, I scored. And then I found these two cutting boards on another day. So I plan on doing something fun with them and like displaying them really cool. So I was real excited about those. All right, I found these. I had seen, I think it was I think it was Our Green Acres, and she took these and she made some really cool displays with them. I am going to, when I do flip them, I will go back and try to find the video, but I liked how she had things displayed inside. She shabbied them up, and so right away I'm like, I'm gonna grab those. I think those look kind of cool. So I grabbed that. The other thing I want to do at Antique Acres is I want to create several displays with all kinds of vintage metal containers that I have flipped. So if you remember, in one of my last videos, my thrift flip videos, I actually did 2 different ones, and they were metal containers, and I flipped them by using transfers and just some paint, and they turned out so cool. So I found this one. So I thought this was, you know, well, what is this one? I don't even know what this is, but I still thought it was very cool, and I can definitely do something fun with it. And I'm gonna kind of have them like in different displays. So I'm trying to think ahead and what I want to flip. And so on a couple of my upcoming thrifting videos, or flipping videos, I can't even talk. I am going to do like grouping. So a bunch of baskets I'm going to flip. I'm gonna flip a bunch of those metal containers all at once. So you're gonna see like groups of different flips together. All right, so that is one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you, I did get quite a few books. So I've been scouting for those. Definitely want to add those to my displays. I was super excited when I found the green ones. They remind me of spring, definitely. So you can see lots and lots of books, more back here. Oh, probably can't see them. But basically, I ended up getting stacks and stacks of books. And I definitely want to add that all to my display at Antique Acres. So I was super excited about that. Let's put those back. All right. Then I found this. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep it for myself. It does have a little chip on it, which I tried to stick away from it, but I knew that it was going to be about $1. It does say USA. I just thought it would be kind of fun with my collection. I also found this, it says comics made in the USA. I thought they were fun. I grabbed them. They were from the bins, like I said. All right, I found this shelf. I just loved how ornate it was, and I think that by painting it and, you know, distressing it and bringing back some of that underneath color, I don't know. I'll do something fun with it. I like the ornateness of it. All right, and then I wish I got this, and then my mom's like, it's broke. So I thought it was neat. I don't know if you can see how big it is. It's super tall. I just thought it was neat. It was from Kirkland's. It was $40 originally. And it looks like it was to hold like a candle. And it kind of is bent a little bit, but I'm like, oh, I can bend that back. But this is where it gets broke. So it's supposed to be attached here. So I don't weld. So I'm not really sure exactly how I could fix that. We'll see. So I don't know. That is a work in progress. I'm gonna try to figure something out. I still really like it. Then I got this metal picnic basket. I've seen green ones like this, but I have yet to see one like this color. So I grabbed it. I just thought it was so cool. And again, more just like, I love stacking layers in my displays. So that will be perfect. All right. So there's this. And I'm sorry about the loud noise. I don't know, like everybody's driving by right now. The school buses, everybody. So I definitely need to get this taped though before it rains. So yeah, there's this, and I loved it. I am gonna do something real fun with it. What inspired me was that Julia, she painted on here, and I'm like, I could paint this up and make it look all fun. And I was looking for old suitcases the first time around. I couldn't find one, but there was this like plastic case. It reminded me of a suitcase. It was probably to hold some like camera or something, but I am going to flip this into something really cool to make it look like a vintage suitcase. I found this little wood holder. It's missing the bottom. I'm gonna fix that and paint it up. Probably put like a little transfer there or on the front, something like that. I thought that was really cool. Great. I found this spool. Again, I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do with it. I just thought it was so neat, like industrial looking. So we'll see, something fun with that. I don't know, when I get to the bins and I start picking, I'm just like, I think it's cool, I throw it in my cart, and then it's not like at the regular Goodwill. So when I'm thrifting at the regular Goodwill, I put everything in the cart, then I go through it and determine like what I really want. In most cases I want it all, but like at the bins, like my cart gets so like, it's like dangerous because then I don't know everything I have in there. So I'm like, okay, I try to think right away. How am I gonna use this? Do I really need it? Can I flip it? So I found this. I thought this would be really cool too. It looks like it must have had like brackets on each side, but I thought it would be neat to have it like, if I can get it on a board for like a sign and then put some flowers in it. I just thought it was really fun. Grabbed one of these. I've seen everybody use them for holding different things, so I saw it. I haven't been into them, but I grabbed it. See what I can do with it. All right, I grabbed this because I thought it would be kind of fun to hold, to like put it on something like a sign and have flowers coming out and shabby it up, do something really fun with that. Same with this. I was like, because it's going to be like a spring, you know, like in spring for Antique Acres, I was trying to find different fun things, and I just loved, I don't know, I love the shape of this. I thought I could maybe even put feet on it, do something to plant it up or something like that. So I grabbed that. Now this is handcrafted by Gary Van Herpen. Looks like it was regular $4 and it was marked down. I thought this was neat. I don't know exactly what it was for. Probably it reminds me of something to put mail in, but I thought I could definitely flip this to something beautiful. All right, so more metal like another metal container, and I was so excited. I actually had started spray painting this the other day, and I literally did the first little bit of spray paint on it, and it started raining. So we've been getting lots of rain here in Wisconsin, so it's just been crummy weather. So if you remember from my flipping of the wicker couch that I'm doing, I am going to be making some pillows, and my mom said, well, wouldn't it be kind of fun also to have some like pillows like with faux fur or something fun? I said, oh sure. So she was thrifting and she found these kind of fun pillows. So she got a tan one, a gray one, and this reminds me of like one of those fun cows with the real fun fur. So yeah, so I got those to go on there. I just thought something unique and different for, you know, inside for on that. Let's see here. We have Lake Life, and this is actually, this is Sweet Bird and Company. So I had actually gotten a different one like this. So it must be like a company that makes these. I grabbed it. I thought, well, for $1. Now, the second go around, I did stumble upon some vintage suitcases. So I was super excited. So here's the first one. There is some damage to it, but it's still very, very cool looking. And I love like the edge, the color. That. This one is really neat too. The handle was broke off. So I thought about, I'm trying to figure out what I can do to make that handle do something. So I was thinking I have like a cool leather belt. I can take a piece of leather and use that maybe. All right, so I love these bamboo trays, and that was there. So I grabbed that, I used that for storage. I found this little note. I thought it was really cute. And then I found this spool of like thread, so I thought that was fun. It does have some kind of junk on the back, so it must have been glued to something. I grabbed that, I just thought it was cool. An old brush. I just thought as I work on my studio and just different fun things to have set around for decoration, I thought was cool. I'm gonna do something fun with these for a display. And then I got this cup. I don't know, just thought it was fun. I'm just looking for items to put in my displays at Antique Acres, just fun things. All right. Okay, I found another little footstool. So I just flipped one of those recently. I'm gonna do this one as well. This I thought was really cool. I think I'm gonna dismantle it and take it apart possibly. Not really sure, but I loved the metal, and it looks like this was $4 originally. I don't know, I thought I could do something real fun with it. Look at the front. It's very cool. I almost forgot. I actually wrapped everything up, but I want to throw this in. I want to give a big shout out to Janie, a viewer. I was at the bins, and what a nice, sweet lady. She came up and we had a really nice little chat. So I want to give a shout out to her. Thank you so much for watching, Janie, and it was great seeing you at the bins. All right, so I found this, and this is just a little box for recipe cards. I thought that would be a really cute flip also. And I found this, and I thought this was really cool. It has like a little hanger on the back, so it must have been hung, but I thought even adding it to like a piece of furniture, or I'm not really sure, but I thought I saw it and I loved all the detail, and I think too, painting it and distressing it and making all that detail come through will look really cool. I grabbed this. I thought it was super cute. It just reminded me of like an old vintage little baby blanket. I thought tossing it in somewhere. The colors, I really liked them. I thought it was super cute. All right. I grabbed a bunch of these. I thought this would be even fun to frame up a bunch of fabrics or doilies or something like that. And so I grabbed all of those. And like, doesn't weigh much. Everything is weighed by the pound there. So I always get nervous. I'm like, is something gonna be super heavy and cost me a fortune? I loved this frame. I love the color. I don't even know if I might do something with it, but I just thought it was fun. I like the shape of it. It's old, it's cool. So I have a couple pictures. I even thought about going to one of the websites and just picking a real fun picture to mat and frame up. So, and when you talk about things that are heavy, this, I got this. It is so cool though. Isn't it neat? I thought it was awesome, and I had her weigh it separate because I wanted to know what I was really paying for this baby so that I knew how much to price it for. So like these at shows go for like a ton of money. So I could not believe it was just laying in one of the bins. I'm like, oh my Lord. So $4.99. She goes, yep, $4.99. I'm like, okay, I can definitely get my money's worth back on this. I won't be bringing that to Antique Acres. Too fallish. And I found these. So one of the displays I plan on making, so I have my inside booth and my outside booth. My vision is to have a table with some really cool chairs that I'm going to paint up to go with it. So I have a table in my stash. I also have 4 really cool chairs that will go with it. I'm gonna do a table setting. So I plan on using these. I got these there as well. They were from home, and I just thought I could put something underneath them really neat. I just have some really good ideas to make that whole table display look really cool for Antique Acres. All right. I found a purse. Sometimes, well, I do have mannequins in my booths, and I just put different things. It's the sack, and it's all leather. The sacks, this is in really good condition. So these do definitely go for a bit of money. So I'm gonna put that in one of my booths. I found this stamp set, and I thought it was kind of cool. It has birds, monarchs, flowers, so I just grabbed that. I thought, oh, I could maybe come up with something to do with that. So grab that. Found a cross. I think, well, maybe this is where it hung on the wall, but I found a bunch of crosses this last fall when I was thrifting, and I have them in an area. I plan on doing some type of whole display with them, so I thought that would be good with that. And I found these. They're all like pressed board or whatever, but I thought even like maybe this for the winter, or if I do, I don't know, if I do something like even like with Cranberry Fest, it has some trees on it, so I thought it reminds me of being up north, so I could do something. I grabbed them and I'm like, I can definitely figure something out with that. All right, and then another type of cutting board. I thought too, maybe even put like a design or something stamped here. So I was really excited about that. And that is basically my haul. I was trying to get you guys through it before the rain, but I want to show you a couple things that I picked out of the garbage, and I want to show you something I picked off the side of the road. So here's the story. Mom and I were driving to Water Street Vintage so I could restock my booth, and she's like, oh, did you see that door? That like old door that was laying on the road? I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm like, actually, I was on Pinterest and I saw how people like paint up like vintage doors, and they sell for quite a bit of money. So I turned all the way around and I get out, and Mom and I pick up this heavy door and we grabbed it. I found the perfect design. I'm gonna paint on it. So I'm very excited here. I'm gonna move this and I'm gonna show you guys the door. So there it is. So it's an old vintage door, and I am going to shabby it all up with like DIY paint, like a fun color. I'm gonna do a round circle, and I'm gonna take the retro stamp set, and I'm going to hand stamp like around the circle. So I am gonna bring you guys along while I do that. I'm super excited. It will be at Antique Acres for sale, and it is gonna look a lot different than that. So I wanted to show you that one first. Second, I wanna show you here, who would throw this away? Okay, the one thing that's wrong with it are the legs are a little loose, but the top is cool. I did get when I had everything in my truck, I got a little white paint on here. So what I'm gonna do is sand the white off and kind of touch it up. But I don't even need to do anything. And this is like the coolest coffee table. So I got that. Then I wanna show you, I'm gonna bring you guys back up. Let's see here. I'll wheel it over. Okay. So I got this really cool cart. It's like an industrial cart. I am going to paint it up, put some transfers on here. I think it will go over really well in my booth. And at the same time, these were in the garbage too. So I got these free as well. But I absolutely loved this cart. I think it's gonna look so cool. And then lastly, I wanna show you, let me put you back up again. I know I'm gonna show you that table. So I was stocking my booth, another vendor, she said, do you want to trade something in your booth for anything in mine? So I grabbed this table, and then I grabbed a vintage ironing board, and I'm going to refab this into something beautiful for Antique Acres, and I'm very excited about it. So basically, it was free, even though she took, I think I gave her one of my barn quilts, and then I got the table, and then the ironing board. So very excited about that. Let me bring you back up. So that was my thrifting haul for the week. Very exciting. I'm super excited to start flipping this and getting it all ready. So probably Monday's video, you're gonna start seeing many of these flips. I'm probably gonna dedicate like a whole entire video just to the door because it's so cool. And probably some of the furniture pieces too. And especially when I do that painting technique to the chairs. What really inspired me was, so Debbie from Debbie's DIY, there's so many girls that do different painting techniques, and I'm trying to learn some different ones like the blending and all that good stuff. And there is a gal, Dion, and from the Turquoise Iris, and she is an amazing painter. And I love how she just like takes her paintbrushes and just like puts all these colors on and just blends. And that is what I'm gonna try to attempt to do. Again, I would prefer to do it on a piece of furniture that I got free, so I don't get told like hashtag you ruined it. And so that is what we're gonna do. We are gonna make those into beautiful pieces of art. Well, I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and we will see you Monday. Bye.